Texas is facing consequences of Trump being in office. Not Texas, man. Not Texas. You know how them boys like. They like to bear arms, man. They like the guns out there, man. They're gonna vote. They're gonna vote red every single time. Let's just go ahead and take a look.
Hi, I live in the middle of a very red district of Midland, Texas, that voted about 80% for the Trumpster. Yes, and there used to be signs all over my neighborhood, Trump flags, even after the election. And today I can report that the last Trump flag in my neighborhood has come down with the
Progress.
horrible state that the oil industry is in now. That's what my economy in my city goes on. They voted him in thinking that oil would be doing well. Instead, it's in the toilet, and people's grocery prices are high, and things are just stagnant in Midland, Texas. And it's all thanks to Trump, and people know it.
Oh man, you face the consequences of your own actions. Just that F around and find out right here, right now. All right. You know what's crazy? People that gets hit the hardest is those small town people. The people where they have to drive all the way out to get things and resources and food and everything else. You know, even getting gas at that one gas station that supplies the whole town can be very expensive. But before we jump back into this video, I need y'all to hit the hype button, the like button. I need y'all to comment where you're from and where you're watching from. I would appreciate that. Now let's keep watching and see who else is facing the F around and find out syndrome.
Heard about Project Matador? It's going to be the largest data center in the world, and it's going to be built in Amarillo, Texas. They've already approved the first phase. It's going to be 18 million square feet spread across 5,300 acres. That data center is going to use 5.5 million gallons of water every single day. 2 billion gallons of water a year. Amarillo doesn't want the damn thing because they think that it's going to dry their aquifer up. I guess we'll see. The damn thing is going to use so much electricity that you could power 8.2 million houses. 2 New York cities. They're going to build their own power plant. The name of the power plant is called the Hyper Grid. They've already made contracts with Hyundai to supply 4 nuclear reactors. They've already ordered 800 turbine generators from Siemens that puts out 62 megawatts of electricity each.
Jeez.
And the rest is going to be solar, according to them. This damn data center is so big that it takes the common out of common sense. It's going to sap up all the resources in the area. It's going to create tens of thousands of jobs over the next few years. Are you going to be part of that project?
Good.
Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Reactors, billions of gallons of water. Dude, we already know data centers, they use water for their cooling systems, man. But this is insane. Why push this much output for AI, dude? Why use all this? I know they say AI is the future, but look, this is becoming too much. This is too much, man. You're really, this doesn't seem natural, in other words, at all. Who is allowing such a project? And they're gonna build it around, oh, we have jobs. We have jobs. You get to have jobs here. Jobs is nice, y'all, but goddamn, bro, like, what is it gonna really do to that city and surrounding area? Like, let's just be honest. The amount of resources that it takes could be put to use somewhere else, man. That's just insane. Off of what? For a computer to blurt out something you probably already know. Blurt out something that another person has already known. Like, come on.
Another thing that makes me really angry while I'm on the topic of Texas. In this state, we have been under Republican leadership since 1994, 1 year after I was born. So you can take me as an example of how long Texas has been Republican, red, okay? Ever since I moved here in 2000, you know what I've heard?
What's that?
You know what I've heard? The Democrats ruined this state. We gotta get it back to where it was. It's been 30 fucking years.
Yeah, I don't think 30 years is gonna, 30 years has went by. No one's really sat back and just was like, yeah, we're doing this to ourselves. Like, no one's taking accountability. They always want to blame the other party for some reason. Democrats do it, the Republicans do it, but meanwhile, it's just a blend of just common ass people that want to blame politics. But really, at the end of the day, it comes down to a lot of the people that we vote in office. And we vote for people that we don't do research on. We vote for people with troubled past. We vote with people that believe that their own beliefs are going to get pushed in office wherever they go, and they're going to make these changes. That's why they always push people to go vote. But not just to go vote, but just go vote with a purpose and be intentful.
I regret my vote for Donald Trump. I regret it because I needed these changes sooner. I needed the prices to go down sooner so that I didn't drain out my bank accounts and go into crippling credit card debt, so that when I had an emergency, I had money set aside. So when my son's glasses break, I could actually get him new ones. I can't do any of that right now. My car broke down, and so I'm in a friend's car just to work, to continue living paycheck to paycheck. I knew it was going to be hard, and that it wasn't going to come fast. I just wish that things would work out better.
You and me both.
Yeah, man, this is tough, man. This is the real people are facing real consequences, bro. A lot of the economic changes and increases that's going on, and the decision that's getting made in the White House right now is affecting, some of these everyday Americans, man. It's tough when you say you have a son and you need to try to get glasses, and after you pay for that expense, you struggle to get meals. That's tough. That would be tough for anybody. Get it.
Regret that everything is taking so long because there's so much pushback, because I don't even know the reasons anymore. I don't understand why good things have to be trampled on. I don't know why good people have to be trampled on. I don't want a lot. I just want to be comfortable. I just want to not live paycheck to paycheck. I just want to be able to live and work. I work 7 days a week to not even make ends meet sometimes.
That's tough.
My car broke down, and I have a few
Gotta use your friend's car. Yeah, I get it.
Repairs to do on it. My son's glasses broke, and I can't even take him to the eye doctor. I just want to get past the hard part.
Yeah, a lot of people are just giving up on some expenses. There's people that's giving up on car insurance because they just can't afford it. There's people that's giving up on health insurance because they just can't afford it. And when real life situations come around, you need said insurances. This is what happens, man. You still get put in the pickle, but you're just trying to make the rent. It's very unfortunate.
In Texas, I'm Andrew Chow, a tech reporter for Time Magazine, and this is AI Explained by Humans. Last January, Donald Trump announced a $500 billion project called Stargate to build data centers across the US. And the flagship location would be in Abilene.
AI seems to be very hot. It seems to be the thing that a lot of smart people are looking at very strongly. And our country will be prospering like never before.
Abilene offered the data centers lots of power, land, and huge tax breaks. But there was one big issue: housing. Abilene was already short on housing, and the data center project brought thousands of out-of-town workers into the area within months. Average rental prices have gone up $1,000 in 1 year, according to Zillow. Motels are completely full, RV parks are maxed out, and vulnerable people are being driven onto the streets, including entire families.
Anytime we had someone in the homeless camps, there was never a family. It was usually like a couple or a single adult. We have had homeless families in our homeless encampments recently, and I have to assume that it's connected to the economic changes that are happening around Abilene, and that's terrifying. We want to be a place where families feel like they can be here and have an economic future in Abilene.
City officials say that the data center is fueling the local economy and will bring in millions of dollars in tax revenue over the years. But the focus of Abilene citizens is on the pain being inflicted right now. The AI boom is remaking America. We just need to ask, who's actually benefiting? And who's being left out on the street?
Could we possibly ask AI to fix this problem? The same problem they created. Hey, you created homeless families. Can you go ahead and tell us how to make them not homeless? This is the information. This is what happens. Write a plan to get them out of homelessness. I wonder what they would say. You know, to be in the meanwhile, like that's dumb. You know, like whole families are getting put out on the street, man. They're just growing too fast. You know, sometimes you just got to slow down and let it just slow down, right? There are subdivisions that grow so fast because of really good school districts in our area, right? And because of that, the housings, you know, the developments and things like that, like the roads can't keep up with new cars and the amount of people as the population grows. And not only that, the plumbing and the draining, right? Like they can't keep up with the amount of water that's getting pushed into these subdivisions and output. And so like you're creating like these flash floods, drains are getting overwhelmed and all kind of things. Just imagine what's happening at this sort of level when you introduce a place that's pretty much a whole city, a manufactured city that's getting built within a year to 2 years with about 10,000 people within that. Like that's unnatural for the most part.
Politics is the fact that Texas has 2 million more registered Democrats than it does registered Republicans. There are 2 million more registered Democrats in Texas than there are registered Republicans.
I didn't even know that.
Now, you might be asking, why do they always lose elections then if there's way more of them? It's simple. The answer is voter suppression and gerrymandering. That is why Democrats can never win power in Texas, is because Republicans make it extremely difficult for people to vote on election day. And even if they do vote, they just gerrymander the voting districts so that Republicans come out on top anyways. Fun fact of the day.
Yeah, you learn something new every day, but I mean, keep this in mind, right? If you actually made rent affordable...
So fast and people could buy houses, but you would destroy a lot of people that already have houses. I am very protective of people that already own a house. Of which we have millions and millions and millions. And because we have had such a good run, the house values have gone up tremendously. And these people have become wealthy.
Man, my house value has not gone up tremendously.
They weren't wealthy. They become wealthy because of their house. And every time you make it more and more and more affordable for somebody to buy a house cheaply, you're actually hurting the value of those houses, obviously, because the one thing works in tandem with the other.
I mean, if you are reliant on the equity of your house, if the average person is, they're in trouble. The average person still should be working. Like, what are you doing? Rolling your equity, your line of credits and doing some things. I know a lot of people aren't doing it, but you still can make it somewhat more affordable. You get what I'm saying? Put limits and limitations, put floors, whatever you got to do to make it to where like people can afford to rent a little bit better without having to have like two, three roommates just to make it.
And I don't want to do anything that's going to hurt the value of people that own a house who, for the first time in their lives, are walking around the streets of whatever city they're in, very proud that their house is worth $500,000, $600,000, $700,000.
Man, says the person that has to pay taxes on this house that's worth $500,000, $600,000, $700,000. Like they buy this house and then they buy it at $300,000. And the equity of this house or the value of this property rose in the last 3 years and almost doubled. And now they're paying more property tax. Their monthly payment went from being like $2,500 to like $3,200 in a matter of a year and a half to 2 years. And now they're sitting there like, damn, what can I do? Insurance rates are going up. Everything's going up. And then with that insurance, like you're going to have to literally go unprotected. I just said that earlier in the video, like people are literally giving up insurance and had to deal with the consequences of that because they can't afford it. It's the same. And then sometimes you're required to have
crush
it.
The housing market, I could do that so fast and people could buy houses, but you would destroy a lot of people that already have houses.
Yeah, you can't.
There's no win for losing, man, at this point. Guys, let me know what you think. And if the value of your house went up over the last few years or went down, let me know where you're at. Tell me what the case is. I'll chat with you there. But if y'all like this video, don't forget to like the video. Hype the video and comment. I'll see y'all in the next one. Damn.